Good morning, everybody. I'm going to be with you in just a sec. Just want to grab this. I have this glare coming in through the kitchen, and I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. I even opened the cabinet door so that it wouldn't be so bright, but it's just coming. I don't know if you can see it's just coming straight down. So that's what the glare is. So I tried putting on the lights, and I opened the cupboard door, but it's still coming in. But anyways, that's better. If I close the door, it will be worse. So, hello, welcome to Tea Time Tuesday. My name is Emma. So glad you can join me here today. And I'm gonna try real hard not to look at the time because I'm always doing that. Like, see how many minutes am I in? As you know, let me introduce myself again because I also have a daily video that goes up every day without fail. So it's a daily routine or morning routine. So if you ever want to come on, if you don't have nobody else to watch, I'm right here. I'm right here. Sometimes you could get 2 videos a day because I have, different shows, and this is one of them. So you'll get my morning routine, and you'll get this one as well. Okay, I'm just going to attend to I'm looking at time. Okay, so what are we drinking today for Tea Time Tuesday? I got this when I went to the market, and it's called Sweet Harvest Pumpkin from Celestial Seasoning. So I couldn't wait to try this. So glad I was done with that advent calendar. It's like I couldn't wait. I finished this thing. I gave them all to my grandson. Let him have them. Of course, I did try some of them, but I'm not gonna do that again. So we are having again Sweet Harvest Pumpkin. That's where we're at. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. Yeah, I usually like to use my glass one, but I realized that this is a lot more faster, and it keeps my my tea a lot more warmer. So I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I could push this a little bit more towards me so you can see the tea. There we go. And so we're just gonna let this steep for a little bit. And while we're letting that steep, as you know, I do like to read books. And no, I don't. I've been I watched The Crafty Girl and Micah, and they were doing some book reviews on their channel the other day. What's going on with both of them? I love it when they laugh with one another. It's a mother-daughter duo. And it's just like when I watch, what's her name? I Like It Like Lisa. I love her daughter. And when they get together, they just act so crazy. But I just love it when when you can see the mother and daughter, have a few laughs here and there. It's so cute. But yeah, so they always go to, especially Micah, because Micah is into a lot of books, and she's mostly, I think, like Star Wars or those kind of books. Not Japanese books, and not those, but you kind of like leaning like the things from not this world. I think you could say. I have to watch it again because she was talking about one book, but I wasn't able to finish seeing the whole thing. She does like romance, but not as much as her mom does. I think her mom leans more into romance. What was that one? Something Gale is her number one. It's just so many things to remember. Anyway, let me get to the point. they're always going to bookstores, and I think the last one, which I think the only one that exists right now, is Barnes and Nobles, right? And so they're always going to bookstores, and and I said I gotta head out to Barnes and Nobles. Not that I'm not an advocate of running to bookstores and buying books, because there's books everywhere. Like there's books in front of my house. There's books at the library. There's books at Dollar Tree. And why am I going to spend $15-20 on a book that seriously I can get for free? If close, yeah, for free, yeah. I mean, if I really have, a book that I really want to read, would I pay the price for it? Yeah, definitely. But there isn't. There's no book out there that I want to read. Maybe my own someday, my own book. Yeah, I started writing a book, and it was so funny because my grandson, he was like, Grandma, where's your book? Hey, didn't you write a book? I go, yeah, I have like 3 chapters done, or no, actually, I think I only have 1 chapter done. And I showed this to you like I don't know, it was like a year ago. I showed you, and I was talking about the yellow pages in my book, in my chapter. And I couldn't believe it, because we don't have yellow pages no more. Or I was even talking about the phone, the phone on the wall with the rotary and the long cord. We don't have phones like that now. So in order for me to change that, because I'm not really finished writing it, not even close, I would have to edit, revise it, because we don't have that no more. I always like the beginning. The beginning is so like, I really like the beginning of my book. Very sultry. Let's just say that. Yeah, but I had to finish it first, right? Like, oh really? Yeah, I want to read that. Well, yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. Okay. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I'm like, I gotta go to Barnes and Nobles and and check out. Yeah, you're always gonna hear me make dumb sounds or talk weird because of my dentures. So if you do go to, I need to get one of those balls. I mean, usually when I do tea, I usually have the string, but I gotta get one of those tea balls, because it's hard to do with my finger. It hurts. It's hot. So I'm just gonna throw it over here. And don't have my cubes. It's not all the way over there. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of sugar in here. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to head out to, maybe during the summer or maybe spring, head out and see maybe I could find something I like. And definitely, I would go to the library, but it's just too far for me, and I hate the idea that I have to get them out and then return them, and you know how it used to be back in the day. So yeah. Oh yeah, about my teeth, just bear with me. So like I said, if you watch my channel on a daily basis, you'll see that I'm going through dentures and all that stuff. But yeah, so I'm more into romance. I mean, I really have a Nora Roberts, Nora something. Has books. I've been wanting to read one of hers, but then again, I really don't, because I've come to the point they all really have the same. You already predict what's going to happen, and some of the books are just too like, I don't want to read that. I don't want to read. It's just a little bit too, just a little too nasty. I'm like, I don't want to read that. Oh, it's not what I want. I like to read books that are like, this is what I'm into, and this is the mess I got myself into. Now, how am I going to get out? And like, will there be somebody there to rescue you or not? Will there be somebody who's going to knock you off your feet and, live happily ever after? I don't know, things like that, and that's what I like to do, like triumph over, things that bad things that you go through, you know, and there's always somebody there to help you out, always there, you know. But yeah, you know how you can write a lot of books off ABBA. You know ABBA, the you know, the band, or ABBA. The songs they sing, a person could literally write a book off of that. You could take it and throw your twist and write a book about that. I'm like, it's the songs are just so relationship forward that when you hear the song, you can see it. You know what I mean? So I really do like ABBA. So ABBA. Anyway, let me take a taste of this tea because I cannot wait to try it. Wasn't at all what I was expecting. I might have to give this one away. Well, it is black tea. It's a little strong. I can taste something. Hold on. It almost tastes like licorice. It's hard. Yeah. It almost tastes like not even caramel. It's leaning towards licorice, and I don't taste no pumpkin in there. Anyway, I'm gonna drink it anyway. This is going out. This is, yeah. Somebody's gonna have to drink it. I ain't drinking that. Sorry, Celestial. Didn't like it. I'm sorry. Okay, so I definitely have to hit Barnes and Noble someday, and just to look around. Just let me see if something catches my eye. I'll read it and I'll give you my review on it. You know. So I am reading right now. It's called The Korean Deli, and this is a book that I saw in one of those libraries, the ones that are in front of their houses. I saw this and I said, because every time I drop off, when I go to the market and I go to buy groceries, there's I'll show you. I'll show you a clip of it. There's this little book stand out there, a little house, and it has all these little books in there. And when I saw this, and I saw the store, the jackets catch me all the time. It's not so much, you know, what it's about. It's the jacket. And I'm like, every time I see them, I'm like, I want to know what that's about. You know, and I used to, you know, read Harlequin Romance, Harlequin Presents, Harlequin. But, and some of the pictures were nice, and then they ended up coming up with these other, you know, books, and, you know, the guy with the big, you know, busted out shoulders and chest, and he doesn't have a shirt on. I'm like, no, I'm not into that. No, like, no. It was just a little bit too, no. Even, I think that's where they were doing with Harlequin Presents. But then some of them were really nice jackets, and some of them had like, you would see like a farm, and the guy, you know, standing like, you know, really nice, and then the girl, and the whole background, you know. I mean, it was really pretty. But I like subtleness. I like something that's gonna try to get me to read, and the jacket does that. If you see something that's gonna catch your eye, look at it, read the back, see what it has to give you, and then go from there. Okay, so right now I'm reading The Korean Deli, and right now the owner and his wife Gabby, they were like, you know, trying really hard to get into their own business because they didn't want to work the 9 to 5 for the rest of their lives. So they, if you want to, you can always go back to my other previous Tea Time Tuesday and recap, or go back to what I was talking about, how I first started. So right now they're at the point where they already bought the deli, and they had to deal with certain people in the store, and the store is not really what they thought it was going to be. And it's in New York, and it's at I said it before, Staten Island. And so, you know, you always have people coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. So right now they're at the point where, for Ben, he's like, this is not it at all. Now, you have to remember, Ben did this for his wife. His wife is the one that quit her law firm, didn't want to go to work anymore, wanted to own her own business at the age of 30 because that's what her mom did. So she's like, no, I don't want to waste any more time. I don't want to do this. So she quit her 9 to 5, and she started, you know, convinced Ben, her husband, to buy this deli. Now Ben still works at the Review. He still works at a magazine. So it's kind of like he has to split, you know, him working at the magazine and him going to the store. And even though he's the owner, he still has to split his time of being a writer and being a store clerk, which is kind of funny if you kind of see he's reduced, got reduced his career job, right? Anyway, so he's doing this all for her. And so right now he's at the point where just too many things are happening, you know, like they're trying to get this done, and the store looks like it's ready to fall apart. Everything's a mess, you know. They're constantly busting down things, fixing things. There's just chaos all around. And he's like, this is, no, he wanted to get rid of the lottery machine. And they said, no, don't do that. He did do one thing that got him really not upset, but later on it did get him upset. And what happened was that people were coming in, you know, to buy coffee, and he said it tasted like just sugar and water. And he was like, what, you know, who wants to drink this? He wants good quality coffee. But, hi, puppy. So he's like, no, I'm going to order another brand. And, you know, he's trying real hard, you know, and it was called, he was getting coffee from Cafe Americana. Get over here. And he goes, no, I don't want this coffee no more. So he ended up introducing or getting another brand. And he ended up charging, you know, 10 cents or more for the coffee. At one point where the customer got mad, he goes, why is it 10 more cents? Why did you change the price? It's been like this for years, for decades, and you know, what's going on? And he goes, well, it's better quality coffee. It tastes better. And the customer, well, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, coffee's as far as they're concerned. But he wanted better quality coffee, and he didn't want to continue having Cafe Americana. So he finally had finagled with Kay. Kay is his mother-in-law, and she finally came in and convinced the guy that, no, we're not buying any boxes of this no more. We're going to go this way. And he goes, well, you know, I could send you a gourmet blend if you want. You could, you know, probably like that better. And he goes, no, it's still from you guys. No, I don't want the gourmet blend. I just don't want you guys, period. And Kay was like, what is wrong with you? You know? And she goes, okay, you know, we're going to do it this way. So she ended up telling, we'll do this. We'll take one box for now. We'll try the gourmet blend. And it just so happens that the guy was like, yeah, fine. And he just left. They never seen him again. That guy probably was insulted. In fact, he don't like my coffee. What the heck? Anyway, so later on down the line, she had gotten a box, and he got rid of all the gourmet blend. He got rid of the Americana, Cafe Americana. He didn't want nothing to do with the coffee. But Kay had one more box, and she was making it on the side and undermining him and selling it behind his back. He got mad. He was like, she's undermining me. You know, I'm not doing this anymore. You need, you know, he was talking to Gabby. You need to talk to her. You know, you need to get her off my back. And she's a good businesswoman. Kay like I said, ran her own job at, her own business. So she knows a lot. And so that got him really, really upset. So knowing that she did that behind his back. But, Gabby said, okay, I'll talk to her. And so it just so happens that their anniversary was coming up. And, she goes, I know we've been here, we've been together for 10 years. And, your anniversary, you want to go out, have a few drinks, have a good meal, talk about things. But, they were just talking. And to one point, they were like, they ran out of conversation, and it was like, she's like, I need to talk to you about something. And he's like, oh no. And his mind's like, oh God, no. And it just changed the whole atmosphere, So she started talking about the business. Of course it was going to go this way, knowing everything that we're into and all this stuff. So, they ended up talking about the business, and it is, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. Not on your anniversary. Just be happy, enjoying the time together. Don't bring up business. So they ended up doing that, and she goes, yeah, we're kind of having trouble already. And he's like, yeah, well, I know this has been happening, that's been happening. I'm saying, no, it's the numbers. We're in trouble. And he's like, how bad? Bad. And they just started, mind you. Okay, they just started. And the invoices are coming in, and the sale taxes are coming. And he goes, well, a sale tax is not even, it's not even February. It's just, we just came into the new year. She goes, not tax sales. Not tax season, sale tax. And he goes, she's like, practically call him a knucklehead. It's every 3 months, and they have to pay that. So the money is piling up on them, and they have no way to keep up, to get, to pay the bills, in other words. So now they're having a hard time with that. So right now they're like, okay, so what are we gonna do? What's the next plan? So that's where they're at right now. They're trying to think of what is next, to keep this up. Should I give it up? Did I make a mistake? Why, he's innocent. Like, why did I agree to this? But he loves his wife, and he wants to, make her happy. So of course, and he's just like, I gotta make it my way. And he was really getting tired. And so he was like, that's it. I had enough. I'm tired of everybody coming in here thinking they can do this, thinking they can do that, and blah, 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 and, all this stuff. So then he calls his mother-in-law, and that's when he told Gab, you got to get her off my back. And he called his mother-in-law and says, everybody was leaving. He goes, oh, but can you stay for a minute? And she goes, what, me? Why? And she, she's probably, I don't know. I'm thinking I see her as little and not too big and stuff like that. So he brings her into an office in the back or somewhere where he closes the door. It got jammed. And she starts screaming like, I don't know. She starts screaming. Everybody rushes to the door like, what's going on? What happened? What's going on? He goes, no, I just want to talk to you. Go, oh God. Yeah, this is making me look really bad right now. He's like, nothing's going on. I just want to talk to you. And she ran to the back, to the bathroom, locked herself in. Gabby had to come and, convince her to get out of the bathroom. She came out of the bathroom, and she ended up living with Edward, her father-in-law. And he's like, did she do that whole thing on purpose? Because she didn't want to have the talk. He's gonna rape me. I don't know what he's gonna beat me up. I don't know what was going through her head. And he goes, did she fake the whole thing? Poor Ben. I already feel so sorry for him. I don't know. Anyway, and so that's what he's going through right now, trying to figure out what to do. But I did learn a few things, okay? Like I said, every time you read a book, you're always learning new things about the book. And let me see if I didn't leave anything out. So I did put, I do have a marker now, so that's where we're at. I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I have this that let me get this side so you can see it better. I'm on this side, this much more that I have to read. So, when you read books, you're always learning about places, or you're seeing beautiful sceneries in your head. But this one I liked because he was talking about what the 3 rules about business, and he goes, number 1, learning how to run a business. Number 1, never go into business with family. Don't do that. Number 3, don't consume your own products, which he was doing at the beginning, Twinkies, chips, and all that stuff. But not only him, the customers as well. They were getting freebies left and right. Okay, and then always start out with enough money to get through a rocky period at the start, which that's what they're going through right now. They're going through a rough patch, and everything's bombarding. They're feeling, especially Gabby. I think she was feeling, she's beginning to feel overwhelmed, exhausted, stressed out. So she's already going through her things, and he goes, what was it? Well, anyway, the whole thing was just starting to take a toll. It started to take a toll on both of them, to the point where, even though they're all living, because they live in the basement with their in-laws, and now it's like they just come and go. They don't even have to really acknowledge each other. They just come and go. They sleep, they get up, they go to work, come and go. And that's a terrible way to live. It really is. So anyway, yeah, so right now the business is taking a toll. So now they have to figure out a new plan, how to, let's get out from under this rock because it's starting to get heavy, kind of thing. So that's where I'm at with the book. So I'm just giving you an update where I'm at. And I'll continue reading because I can't wait. I want to find out his plan. I want to find out how he made his business successful. Because this is based on a true story. It's not, fiction. It's nonfiction. Do I have that right? Fiction is fake. Nonfiction is real. I always forget that. I don't know which is which. Anyway, so that's that. I'm just going to touch a little bit, because although I do have, this Tea Time Tuesday, I'm not unaware of what's going on in LA. I feel sorry about everything that's happening. It has brought me to tears already too many times, and I will not leave it unacknowledged. I'll probably talk about it on Faith Night Friday, and I'll probably talk about it on Saturday Night Threads, but I will not leave it unacknowledged. I know you probably think, oh, Tea Time Tuesday, you're having a go, you're having your tea, you're happy, and everything, and everybody on the other side of where I live is suffering and going through enormous chaos, okay? And I'm not unaware of that. I am aware. I watch what's going on. I definitely keeping them all in prayer. And I'm hoping that God will have mercy on the state and give them another chance. God is greater than what you think He is. So it's just, I don't know what they did to get him mad, but I just pray that He gives them another chance. So that's that for that. Another thing, because of everything that they're going through, and I mean, if people were not stressed enough, oh, Give me a second. Xerxes, get down. Xerxes, right now. Ah, no. Get down right now. Let's go. Out. Now. No. Out. I said. No, let's go. Come on. Out. Come on. I'm sorry, I gotta get him out. Come on, let's go. You stay there. He's gonna get mad back there too. Anyway, when it comes to all that, and it's stress, like I said, they're going through enough as it is. But right now we just have to, I hope I can encourage those who are out there, and God only knows if they're watching my channel, but they just have to believe that they're going to be all right, that they're going to be okay. That they will overcome everything that they're going through, and tomorrow will be a new day, and they're just going to have to rely on each other. Really, I know it's going to be chaos after this. I know there's going to be a lot more after it's all said and done. They have to deal with the insurances. They have to deal with behave. They have to deal with how to rebuild. They have to, even living conditions right now. People are just, right now. And I think if I'm not mistaken, the football game was moved to Arizona. Is that what is he doing? Anyway, so they have so much, and if they hadn't been stressed out before, they're even stressed out even more now, like a whole lot. Talk about weight on your shoulders, or what are we going to do, how are we going to survive, what are we going to eat, clothes, the little things, toothpaste, water. Your houses are literally obliterated. They're gone. And it's sad, especially for the children, especially because of the children. It's like, whole thing is certainly something to really, really think about, that always be grateful, where you're at, what you have, and it just be there for one another. That's the best I could say. Just be there, because they're going to need a shoulder to cry on. They're going to need to get, sometimes to release stress, you need to talk to somebody. You need to, you have to be a listening ear. Nobody in this world, especially in this day and age, nobody wants to hear your woes. Nobody wants to hear what you're going through. Nobody wants to hear your problems. But right now, with all of them together, they need to let out, what they're going through. They definitely need a shoulder to cry on, because that's what it has come to. Okay, guys, I think I've been on here long enough. I'm not, I'm just deaf because I'm always looking at the time like this. But yeah, that's where we are at today. And I just want to thank you again for joining me for Tea Time Tuesday, and I will keep you updated on the book. I will walk, and the next time I go to the store, I will show you. I'll show you the one across the street, and then I'll show you the little book stand where I go. And it's cute. It's a little blue, and it looks like a little house, actually. And I always pass by there every time I go shopping, so I'll give you a little clip of how that one looks like as well. And yeah, and we'll look through it. We'll see if there's any books in there. I mean, right now I am looking for books for my granddaughter, because we really need her to get into reading. One thing, and I want to mention, read. Reading is very, very helpful. And especially if you're doing YouTube, and I'll talk about that later. But if you're doing YouTube, definitely do a lot of reading. It helps you out. You get a lot of information. It helps you Google things, find out about things. That's what I've been doing lately. And so, yeah. Oh, you know, reading, it takes you away sometimes. You get a good book and it just takes you away to a different places. You know, not that, you know, mind setting and trying to think, you know, of how to not think about what you're doing. Maybe reading a book at this time would be helpful over there. So maybe they should just spend their time not thinking about what's happening, not thinking about how they're overcome things, but just relax and just read something to get your mind off what's going on, you know. And it's hard. It is really hard. So yeah, you know, I hope they share a cup of tea with each other, you know, uplift one another's spirits. I know they've been doing a lot. I know that I've seen all the what do you call it, everybody coming together and bringing water and clothes and all that. But they're like, don't bring no more clothes. Don't bring no more clothes. We need this. We need diapers. We need the, you know, the essentials. The essentials, guys. They need the essentials. Okay, I could probably get that out. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this. Oh, not a fan of this at all. No. I mean, if it had like some, I don't know, what else could have been in there? Okay, now I could taste the pumpkin, actually, to tell you the truth. Tastes like burnt pumpkin. Who am I going to make suffer? I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for Tea Time Tuesday. Again, I am aware of what's going on. I did not want to leave it unacknowledged. And yeah, we will catch you next time on Tea Time Tuesday. Have a good day, everybody. Again, my name is Emma. If you want to like and subscribe, you're welcome. And if you definitely want to, you could definitely leave a comment as well. See you next time. Okay, Cersei, I'm going to let you in.